first thing we're going to do really quickly is draw some trend lines on the hourly chart, okay? We're going to draw a trend line like that, and then we're going to just something like that, okay? How does this look to you guys? All right, we're going to actually do it just kind of like this now. Okay, there we go. Looks pretty good. You guys kind of notice it wedging up here, right? Yeah, you notice it wedging. So usually for a wedge, it goes like this, guys. I'm going to draw it out for you. For a rising wedge, it's always bearish, guys, because it does 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And the 5 usually results in a throw over where bulls try to trap you guys and you get into, or sorry, the bears try to trap you guys and then it ends up falling over, okay? And then for the other way around, for a falling bearish wedge, goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, and then it breaks out to the upside. So we're actually going to have some exact targets, okay? I'm going to show you guys how this is counted. Now follow with me, okay? First of all, we're going to get some angles. I'm going to draw it, say, from here. Oops. I like to use angles, trend angles, and we're going to call this one about, say, sure, 66%. And then from here, I'm going to do the same thing and try to get the exact same angle. 67, does it satisfy it? Somewhat. All right, that's good. That's good to me right here. Sure, that's perfect actually. So it's very similar angles. Have you guys noticed this right here, right? Do you guys see what I'm talking about? The angles are super duper similar, right? There you go. So if I draw an angle from here to here as well, what do we get? Say 34. I'll draw it from here as well and assume also 34. And then I'll draw one from here to here and assume, you know, 67 or something like that again. I'm not really that happy with that one, so I'm going to draw it differently here. Whatever, like, you can't get the best every time. Actually, this one might even be a little bit up. There you go. Okay, so, whoa, that one's really off. Am I drawing it wrong here? Nah, it's about right, right guys? You guys see this? Looks about right to me. Perfect. Maybe more like that. I'm sorry for being OCD. There we go, 70% we'll just say. Now let's just do a wave count, okay guys? Actually, that's why I'm screwing up on my counting, guys. I'm not even drawing it right. There we go. 60% about. And then this one as well, if that one was 27% coming down to here, then this one we're going to try to shoot for 27% as well. And this one we'll also try to get 60%. Does that look good to you guys? I think it does. So let's just label this 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Wow! What happened? I have no idea what just happened there. That's fine. 4. Hey, do you guys watch Stranger Things? That's a really good TV show. So check that out, guys. Notice this is the resistance line, okay? I draw it like in a dotted line just so it's not too in the way. So right now this is the wave count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm actually gonna start my wave, you know, somewhere like right here instead actually. Right here instead. Okay? Now we're gonna use Fibonacci, okay guys? Fibonacci is definitely one of my favorite tools. Fibonacci, Fibonacci, Fibonacci. And we're actually gonna show you guys how to use it this time because someone asked me to show them in my last video on how to use it, okay? So we're gonna call this point A, we're gonna call this point B, and we're gonna call this point, oops, sorry. This is B, and this is A, and this is point C, okay? That makes sense, right? A, B, and C. And now I'm going to show you guys how to draw it, okay? So you go over here, and then you take this tool right there, It's called, sorry, not that one. It's called the trend-based Fibonacci extension, and it goes something like this, guys, all right? Well, I heard there was a secret tool that Philicon used, and it pleased the tool, but you don't really care for it, do ya? Well, it goes like this, from A to B, and the minor fall, and the major C, and the baffled king composing Fibonacci. Fibonacci, 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 Fibonacci. Okay, if you guys didn't catch what was going on there, let me tell you again. It goes like this, okay, guys? It goes from A to B, okay? And then the minor fall to the major C, okay? I don't know where I come up with this shit, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm laughing at myself right now. Okay, so one more time, okay, guys? It goes from A to B, the minor fall to the major C, okay? And that's how you do it. And now, have you guys noticed that from the point that I actually picked, what we actually did was we got right to the one-to-one level, okay? Actually, I can start it from right here even. I chose this point specifically for a reason, because it looks a lot nicer in Elliot Wave. So when I count it, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That is the count. And then for this one, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, guys? That's the count right there. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? And now we're going to count our ABC correction from A, okay, B, and then C. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, and now we're going to count our A, right? B, probably somewhere like right there. Doesn't it seem likely that it's probably going to land right there? C, I think it does, right? So I'm going to delete all these lines here. Okay, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this, that. I'm going to just draw some really large ones so you guys can see it. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. I'm going to make the font really big for you guys to see it. Whoa. There we go. Let's not show the wave, okay? And visibility, how do we change the template here? I don't understand. Whatever, it's good enough. Let's just change the color so you guys get an idea though, okay? Let's make that yellow. That's easy to see, right guys? Really easy to see? Okay, great. So this is where wave 1 ends. This is where wave 2 ends. Wave 3 is up there. Wave 4 is right here, okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, it might make more sense if I draw the actual lines in, right? The angled one was too much to see. So let me draw it here on the screen. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, and we're just about to make our 5th one. And all these angles are pretty much identical, okay guys? Now, the reason why I was breaking out into a Fibonacci song is because notice right here, okay, when we take this point to this point to this point, and I wanted to specifically choose a point that made sense, okay? If I chose a point like right here, it doesn't make sense because of specific reasons, such as wave 3 is now shorter than wave 1, which made no sense, right? And I didn't want that at all. So, for example, if I take Fibonacci extension here, from 2 to 3 to 4, it actually made an exact 1-to-1 ratio, right? Which now makes sense because then wave 3 is now equal to the same magnitude as wave 5, okay? And wave 3 always has to be the biggest one for us to draw it properly. These are very small details, but they're very important to understand because over time, guys, it's going to be important that we maintain these rules as a strict discipline, okay? Hey guys, I just want you guys to know that I am somebody in the Telegram channels and all the coins that I trade, but nobody knows who I am. Can anybody figure out who I am? I'm not going to open my Telegram, okay? I'm going to close it. I just closed it right now. But I am somebody in the EOS channel. I'm somebody in the Telegram channel. Or sorry, the ETP channel, the IOTA channel, the Omize Go channel, the Ripple channel, the Neo channel. But nobody knows who I am, okay, guys? And it's kind of funny because a lot of people talk about me in there in like in a good way, but it's just funny to hear it at the same time, right? Because they have no idea who I am. But I'm a noob in there, so I don't really talk much at all in there. Somebody like, yeah, or sorry, yeah, anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. So this makes a lot of sense, right? So Fibonacci hit 1-to-1 exactly, okay? Now, if this Fibonacci hit 1-to-1, I think that we can also assume that this one might also almost hit a 1-to-1, but because of the wedge, guys, because of the wedge in here, it's not really likely that it's going to hit this particular target, right? It's pretty strong. So we can assume, based on the next targets, that this, when it reaches to right over here, and since I've been making this video, it's actually getting to here already. I shorted it actually from 8.1, guys, and I closed my position. Yeah, I closed my position and made like $300. It's pretty cool. I should have shorted it again from up there, but I was too busy making videos. But this is going to be a really good buy zone, okay? If it hits right around this target, and I'm going to just get a box so you guys can see, this right here is going to be a phenomenal buy zone. And we're going to go over it, okay? We're going to go over it because notice that it's on the 1 hour chart, it's not really breaking below. It's kind of finding support already. So it's just going to kind of hover right over here. And the way we count these waves as well is actually cool, right? Look at this. This is wave 1. This is wave 2. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree with me? This is wave 3. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to count that again because I think I screwed up by saying a few words wrong. That's wave 1. Okay. And that's wave 2. Makes sense. That's wave 3. Okay. And look, wave 4 is just about to come down right there. And then wave 5 will do one more. Smaller one. It'll do a smaller one. The MACD won't get that high. Do you guys see what I mean? Now let's see the MACD, okay? Or sorry, the RSI. Count it with me. Whoops. Count this with me, guys, out loud. 1. Okay, sorry, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna go 1, right? And then we're gonna go to the next lowest low. 2, next highest high. 3, next lowest low. This is already bottoming out, so we can see it. 4, and then the next one will be even a lower one, okay? And then 5, and then we're going to downtrend to this side here. And then if we draw an actual trend line, we will be able to see that yes, it is losing strength, okay? It is 100% losing strength right now, but it's still going to make one more rally because of other time frames that will confirm it, okay? Let's look on the 30-minute chart, okay? Do you guys see this 30-minute chart already? How it looks like it wants to do this? Let's pretend we're just going to draw a continuation of this, okay? What would it look like to you guys? It would look something like that, wouldn't it? Right? Just based on the continuation of it, we can already see that this is leveling off as well, and we can already see it's getting to a higher high, right? So it is going to cross over to the positive range soon. We can also see from right here, okay, that yeah, it's going to downtrend a little bit, but it's going to level out right here. We're getting confirmation that it's becoming more bullish, okay? So we're going to use some targets on the, say, a 1 hour chart right here. 1 hour target. This is definitely one of the targets that we want to hit, okay, guys? And the reason why we want it to hit is because we need a fourth point to hit here. It usually does to confirm a wedge that's bearish, okay? And then if it hits here, guys, it usually will go to a range of right here to the wedge, maybe with a slight throw over. So what they want to do is we want to break this right here, okay? This point right here first, okay? And then once we break that point right there, once we break this point right here, we'll shoot to this point right there, but we're not going to go much higher. There's a chance that we'll break out of it, but there's not a very, very strong chance, okay guys, because of this wedge already. But if it does break, don't get me wrong, then the target could also be up here to the 90-cent range, okay? If this one right here, where we did our Fibonacci extension, hit 1-to-1, then why couldn't this one also hit 1-to-1, right guys? And if you guys notice, this 1-to-1 ratio right here also happens to be the 618 level of our original fib. So this is the perfect zone right here to have targets. So let's say you entered a position, a long position obviously, a long position from here, okay? A long position from here, you can shoot for there first of all. This is your one target. That right there, guys, is a 4.1 risk to reward. How is the risk to reward calculated? You take the price from the top here, minus the price from the bottom, or your entry price right there, and then you divide it by the price of your entry, or the difference between your price of the entry to your stop loss, okay? Does that make sense? So they're basically taking right here, I'm gonna write it out for you. That's 768. Whatever this works out to, okay? I'm just gonna write it out so you guys have a visual idea of what it is as well. So you take their target price minus your entry price, okay? And then you take all that and you divide it by your entry price minus your stop loss, which is simple math, guys. This is grade 2 math, okay? That's it. So right here, your target price, where you're shooting for, divided minus your entry price, divided by your entry price minus your stop loss. That is how you calculate your risk to reward. And is this a really good risk to reward? 4.1? Hell yeah, that's a really good risk to reward, right? I shorted it basically. I shorted it from here to here. I didn't know that these points, actually I did know, right? I took C and I took 2 and I drew a line. So when I shorted it right over there, this was my target. I made a stop loss slightly above it, and I actually just shot for about right here, okay? I shot for right here because I saw this right here, and I actually closed it right here because it didn't quite reach it. So I was extremely happy with it already. It's all right if it didn't reach it, no problem at all. What happens when we have A, B, C here? This is called a truncated fifth, okay guys? Or sorry, a truncated C, where the C doesn't quite reach to the point of A. And this one here, we're also going to get it as well probably, where notice that A is slightly above the yellow line. Notice A is slightly above the yellow line, but C touches it. So C is probably going to touch it here as well, even though it's a little bit higher than A. So when I entered my short, I entered it at, Jesus, it was a really good position. I think about 81.5. Yeah, 81.5. No, 82.5. Definitely 82.5. I had balls, big balls. And I actually took in a reward of about, it was pretty good reward, I have to admit, I took a 6% reward. Yeah, 6%. I chickened out and I closed a little bit early. So this risk to reward, you would set it slightly right here, okay? And then this risk to reward was 4-to-1. So that means you only risk a little bit to gain a lot. You're only risking basically 1.8 cents per coin to gain 7.76 cents per coin. So that's a really, really good risk to reward, okay? So now we have our targets, guys. This is absolutely going to be wave 4. I challenge anybody to debate with me that this is not wave 4, okay? We're just going to zigzag down here until we reach C, and then explosion time, okay? That's what's going to happen. Notice already that this is starting to level out. It's probably just gonna go up right here, then come down a little, right down here, and then it's just gonna explode upwards. But the best indication to see that it's gonna uptrend, honestly, is the 30-minute chart right here, because this one to me looks like it wants to do this the most. Okay, and we've counted it as well. All right, this is the count one more time. In wave 1 going up, we have 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can confirm that by using fib extension right here. Okay, This one hit a target ratio of 1 to 1. And also this one here hit a target ratio of 1 to 1 as well. And then that makes wave 1. And then we go to wave 2, guys, down here. From wave 1 to 2, we usually just have a typical A, B, C correction. It can be longer, but just for simplicity's sake, I'll just make it A, B, C. There's a lot of W, X, Ys and stuff in here as well, but we're not going to get into that. And then from wave here to here, from wave 2 to 3, okay, guys, we actually have 5 waves. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we want to see what kind of targets that hit as well. Let's take a look from where this began to where it ended. So we're taking from, remember, from A to B, the minor fall, and the major C. So from here to here to here. And surely enough, that hit a target ratio of about 1 to 1 before falling back into it. Perfect. And we can even take Fibonacci and go from here to here as well, just to get some targets. Like this one hit the 168 level. Perfect. So now this is correcting, guys. So wave 1 is the motive wave. Wave 3 is the motive wave up. Wave 5 is the motive wave up. Wave 2 is the corrective wave. Wave 4 is the corrective wave as well. Okay, guys? And then wave 5 will be a very small wave. But if it's not a small wave, like I keep mentioning, let's see. If it doesn't hit it, or if it does hit it, I mean, this is the target that we're going to get up to. All right? So we're going to shoot for at least 1 to 1 first. If we only get to about right here, and then it falls down, and it falls down, that'll be not the best, okay? What we want to do is actually break it right here, and then break it further. That's the ultimate goal. We want to break, see this right here, this is a big red line I'm going to draw. This red line right here is the resistance line all the way from back over here that you guys remember seeing, right? From right here. So we have to make sure that we actually break that point. It's crucial that we break that point. So in my opinion, what will most likely happen is if we break this line, okay guys, and we shoot there, what will most likely happen is we will just keep going upwards because people might be happy. That's one possible target. And then we target basically a ratio of 1.68, okay? That's one scenario, okay? But another scenario is we only break it, right? And it goes up here, but people just don't care about it being a major resistance. So we would basically go from here to here to play a position. And now let's assume that it goes to 0.5 only where I predicted. Then we're going to take trend-based Fibonacci extension, actually not trend-based, just Fibonacci from here to here where it began, from where it began to where it ended, and then we're going to predict that it will fall to anywhere between these levels, okay? We're going to predict it's going to fall to 0.5 to 0.618 levels right over here, okay? 618 is a magical number. It's a golden ratio. If people are bullish, okay guys, they will usually set a buy zone from anywhere right over here and they will slowly accumulate. So once this wave entirely finishes, which I will draw a bright purple so it's very visible with a thick ass line, this is what's likely to happen. A correction. It's overdue, absolutely overdue once it reaches that target. Now, we're going to take the worst case scenario to continue a bullish uptrend. One, we're going to assume it's going to hit 618 and assume it only hits this target. And now the second thing we're going to assume, okay guys, is that it hits that target up there, which was a 618 level. So I'm going to actually draw it right here as well, okay? That was the 618 level, just to confirm. We're going to draw it in one more time here so you guys see from here to here, and then to here. So we're going to shoot for a 618 level. Actually, it's right here. Will be a conservative approach, slightly under, right here, okay? And then now, we're going to drag this right up to here, to the most extreme case. Do you guys see where I'm getting at? So now, the 382 level is a little bit higher, and the 618 is a little bit higher. So if it got up to there, we're now going to create a range for a buy zone anywhere between there to there. Okay, guys? This is a typical one. What people will do, we're taking the best case scenario of the fib levels here, 618 to 382, and then we'll take the worst case scenario rather, where it only reached here. We take 382 to 618, and then we go to the best case scenario where it reaches the 168 level over here, and then we just drag these boxes. So for the worst case low, and this is the best case high. So if it reaches up here, I'm guessing that a good buy zone would actually be probably in this level because the market sentiment is very bullish. Okay, so that's how we're going to project. Okay, so once again, I predict that it's going to hit right around here, this particular area at 77 cents. Might be less, might be more, you never know. But what matters the most is we understand that we are only in wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 based on Elliot Wave counting, right? And wave 5 hasn't finished yet. There is no wave 5, guys. There's absolutely no wave 5. I have tried my best before I made this video to try to count the Elliott waves, but the pattern did not form until this amazing wedge formed. So this one here, I don't think it's going to get higher than it. So take a look at it right here, okay? It looks like it's going up, but trust me, this is going to bullish. Trust me, this is in a bearish trend right now still. Notice how it's not going to get a higher high than there? How do I know? I just confirm it on charts. 1 minute RSI is probably really high. There you go. Because it's really high already, everything now else is going to downtrend. Okay, guys? Do you guys want to see what a bullish trend looks like on a 1 minute chart? Here, let me show you. This is what a 1 minute bullish RSI looks like, okay? This is what a bullish RSI looks like. Right there on 1 minute. It spikes high, okay? Spikes high and it does not really go that low. But take a look at this one right here on the 1 minute. It's already curving and it's already tanking. So that's how I know for a fact that this is going to be a double top right here basically, and it's just going to come down. And we're just in this particular pattern right here. Okay, guys? In this particular pattern for the B coming down, this is pretty much what we're getting. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. That's how it's going to be. See? Just something like that. Sorry. So something like this. It's going to end up becoming a flat, pretty much. Something like that. Okay? So that's A, and then B, and then that's going to be C up over there. Okay? So it looks a lot better on the 1 hour chart, trust me. So on the 1 hour chart, it looks way, way better. Actually, this might not even be it. Like this might be B over here, right? That might be B over there, because on B, we actually have A, B, C in there. So this looks like it's it to me. A, B, and then C. There you go. So we have a 3 wave going up within the B, and then we get 5 tiny, tiny little waves coming down here. So guys, I'm not going to project any long-term targets, but for those who are interested in trading EOS, I really recommend that you guys go through this entire video, because this trade setup is good till November 2nd about, and then I'm predicting about November 5th is when it's going to tank over to around 750, or maybe a little bit, a little bit. Oh, sorry, I drew this range bad down here. It'll come down to 70.71 or 837. So that is my quick analysis. So, and my play, guys, I'm going to probably buy right here. I'm going to shoot for this target, right? If it hits this target and there's resistance to get really, really high and break out of this wedge that's bearish, I'm actually just going to short the crap out of it. And I will see you guys from here when I short it to the worst case scenario, which was, I can't remember what it was. Anyways, I don't want to draw it in again, but you guys can review the video and rewind it if you need to. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Elliot Wave forecasting for EOS. Have yourselves a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed my Fibonacci songs, and I will see you guys sometime later, okay? And thank you for all the love and the support. If you guys have not followed me on YouTube yet and Twitter, follow me, guys. I've gained about 800 followers on Twitter in less than 28 days. Because I tweet non-stop, guys. I tweet non-stop. I work 16 hours a day. I do play-by-play, and most of the time, it is so accurate. You guys want to see how accurate my shit is, guys? Let me show you. just to give you guys an idea of how accurate I was with, for example, ETP. Okay, ETP. This is how crazy accurate I was. 24 hours ago, okay guys, I predicted it was going to hit 375, and then I wrote 18 hours ago, imagine if it hits 375 again as predicted. So I wrote 12 hours ago, 375. I made this 375 prediction in an alternate chart 24 hours ago, and my coin literally hit 375, guys. On the nose before we started an uptrend for ETP. So for anyone who's following me, you guys know exactly how accurate my charts are. Okay, guys? My accuracy for charts is anywhere between 80 to 90%. I'm not saying that my win rate is 80 to 90%, but I'm absolutely saying that my charts are usually point on, and I update them so often, guys, so they make no sense for you guys to trade EOS and not follow me. So have yourselves a great day, and I really appreciate the love and the support again, and I hope you all gained about 10 pounds from eating a lot of Halloween candy. Have yourselves a great day. Take it easy.